Hey guys, it's CrashPower, and I am really surprised at how many of you give me so many great tips on this Easter egg. I was really just didn't think anybody would do anything with it because no other YouTubers are putting anything else up about it. But not only did you believe me, but you gave me some great tips. I'm going to respond to some of your comments. One of you has got me exceptionally interested, and I'm not talking about boobies. I'm talking about, we'll talk about that in a minute. First, Luis Ojeda. Man, I remember you. You have been a subscriber for a very long time. Unfortunately, I think you have one of the most feasible answers, and I'm dreading it because it's going to be a bitch. Which is, he suggests maybe you have to skip the rounds before you get to the Apothecon server before the rituals. Basically, I thought you were saying maybe I have to bump it to round 15 before I can go to the next step. Apothecon server before the rituals. I don't understand before the rituals, but yeah, that seems likely. That seems extremely challenging and difficult. And if this is an Easter egg, then the Shadowman at the spawn is step number one. We know what to do. No one else has come up with a feasible reason why they have him have a time travel ability. So that means a lot of trial and error on round 15 with no weapons. I mean, you may be like, that's what's the big deal? Deal is I'm going to die a lot. I'm not that good. After we shoot the first Shadowman and pop it to round 15, whether the next objective is to find another Shadowman or to actually build the Apothecon servant, I'm not sure. However, just found something neat. I went and looked at my 1-hour video where I tested the liquid Divinium glitch. Every game I popped it to round 15 and ran for dear life. Just minutes into the video, 90 seconds after I start round 15, a parasite drops exomatter. So, we got a MARGWA, we could get a MARGWA heart. We get exomatter, but when we skip to round 15, the plants aren't mature. They still have to grow before we can grab the tentacle. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to grab it this round, unless there's some way to fertilize them. Not that I know of a way, but now that I think about it, this is something we're just discovering together. I don't know. At first I wondered what getting the Apothecon servant had to do with anything, but it would seem the more likely step than going after any of the Shadowmen first, because there's so many of them. But what do I do with this thing if I can build it? Do y'all have any theories on that? Crazy Gamer says, in the opening cinematic, our 4 characters committed their sins, and it's shown in this order: Jessica, Jack, Floyd, then Nero. Could that be the order in which the rituals are supposed to be done? Light Canals, Waterfront, and then Easy Street? I definitely not going to discount it. I don't know, but very interesting question. One problem that comes to mind is even if I do the rituals in that order, I don't know what to do. But I wouldn't put it past them. Jarbar's gaming channel says, "Okay, Crash, this might be done, but what if you build the servant without doing any of the rituals, then have a friend shoot the Shadowman at Nero's with the servant?" Actually, it's intricate. It's intricate enough to be worthy of trying. But actually, I remember reading your thing when you first posted that, and I've been wanting to try it, but just dreading to doing it because I have to have teammates to help me. Then it goes back in with Lewis's suggestion of skipping to round 15. Well, if I skip to round 15 and I don't do the rituals, and we've got 2 of the 3 parts for the Apothecon servant, if we can figure out a way to fertilize the plants or get that tentacle thing, then ta-da, you would instantly have that weapon. That's not that I have any reason to believe that that's what we need to do, except for the fact that it fits so close. And another viewer whose channel I visited earlier today, Storytime. He says the Shadowman is standing up in the burlesque before you open the door. You could walk to the door and see him. Storytime. You're right. I completely forgot about that. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm pretty sure I saw that once and forgot it. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is thank you for pointing out my mistake. You suck. No. No, thank you for pointing it out, man. At least if anything progresses and y'all figure out something we know that it's not, that would make me think that if he wasn't there, that would be the first place to start or the last place. So, yeah. Thank you. Edward Arguera also said, actually I was thinking something like that, but doubted myself. It said Treyarch, probably put that there as a tease, but now that I saw this, I'm going to try things. Dude, don't doubt yourselves. I know how you feel. The fact that none of these other YouTubers have put anything up here like this, especially ones that usually solve the Easter egg on their own, you know, it's kind of discouraging when it's like, if they're not looking at it, does that mean I'm just completely wasting my time? So, yeah, and if you find anything out, please let me know. Nicholas Solberg, actually, I'm mentioning your comment for a specific reason. Well, let me read your comment first. You've noticed some weird symbols at the top and the bottom of the chain tracks. They're not Apothecon symbols, you say? They're Kunin for the ones from the first Black... Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, yeah, you need to be solving this on your own. From the first Black Ops 3 trailer? Hopefully this is something that got some meaning to it. Hopefully check it out. You know, that's the reason I brought your thing up. I remember when we first saw teaser pictures of this map, and I'll put the picture up here on screen right now. See these symbols on the other side of the cop. And I was like, you know, what is that or whatever? And I didn't know if it was a teaser, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about yet or not because I haven't been back in to play the map. But, yeah. All right, and shit, I still haven't tried this. Alfonso Morinia asked, what if you use a gum, like Killing Time? I'm really be surprised if it works, but I have been dying to try it to see if it does, because it would surprise me. In the video the other day, I noticed, I was rewatching one of my videos and noticed that the Apothecon sword, or the upgraded one, was frozen in midair when I did the Killing Time. I don't know if that's a glitch. It was just hovering there because no zombies were moving, or I don't think it stopped the sword. But yeah, definitely, I definitely want to try that out. But then, you know, when they get him in freeze, I don't know what to do with him. But all right, freeze him in the crazy place. I'm in a crazy place. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need a nap. Freeze him in the fucking ritual area of the pack punch where he goes away. And a comment from Hako pointed out something in this video that I thought, well, okay, that might be something to it. But the more I kept looking, the more, he's on to something. And he's on to something. He notices that at the 550 mark of the last video, the counter on the upgraded sword of mine drops from 10 to 9 as I'm whacking away at the Shadowman. Right now, I'm dropping everything. I'm going to let this little video compile while Matt and I attack this secret and see what else we can find out right now. I cannot thank you all so much. I was going to say more, but I'm going to go right now and play and try to figure this out. Thank you. Please give me your comments. Thank you so much. Until next time on CrashPower, thank you for watching.